Up? What is up, Ludybros Army? It's your boys. The Ludybros are back, and we have some exciting news to talk to you guys about. As a matter of fact, this news is so fresh, I haven't even heard about it. My little bro hit me up. He was like, hey, we got to sit down and record. I got something to tell you. So let's go ahead. Let's light it up. Little bro, what is the news? Bring it to me.
So the headline reads this, Ludybros fans. Disney resetting Star Wars, erasing The Last Jedi. So this is from Matt McGloin. A new rumor has hit the net offering some sort of Disney Star Wars reset in the works that sees Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Skywalker basically erased.
What?
The rumor comes from the Future Overlord DVD. Okay, YouTube channel. Doom Clock Overlord DVD. Who recently offered that a Star Wars civil war is happening between Lucasfilm, Kathleen Kennedy, and Jon Favreau. I've heard about this a lot. Also, there's some Marvel Studios director and writing team on the Captain Marvel sequel that there were all kinds of problems at Marvel with Brie Larson, and interestingly enough,
so the main thing here is with the Star Wars, and they're having issues with Marvel.
Yeah, because I guess supposedly Brie Larson's supposed to be coming over to the Star Wars side, and I guess there's some tension going around. But here's where it concerns the Star Wars. So Disney Star Wars trilogy getting nullified. Getting back to the rumor, it said that there are plans in place to save the Star Wars franchise, which involves the Abrams-Rian Johnson trilogy getting nullified. It's claimed that this Disney Star Wars trilogy will be erased using a concept that was recently made canon in Star Wars Rebels animated series. So in season 4, episode 13 installment titled A World Between Worlds, the concept of the Veil of the Force was introduced, a mystical dimension of force that connects all time and space. This guy's received confirmation from 2 additional sources claiming that this is spot on, that indeed Lucasfilm realizes they have a massive problem on their hands, which they do, in the Star Wars franchise is all but dead.
Wow. Okay, so basically, so this is a live reaction from Big Bro for all of you guys. Little Bro read it and brought it to my attention. So basically, some of the stuff that we talked about in some of our very first videos when we were putting this whole channel together, they had no direction with what they were doing. Now they're going to have to go back and retcon all of their stuff. They're tying in things from Rebels, which I think is cool, but for the average fan who doesn't follow that content, they're not going to know anything about what's going on there. So once again, for those of you who don't know that you have to do this, you have to be picking up novels, you have to be picking up graphic novels, you have to be watching Clone Wars, Rebels, Mandalorian, any content that you can, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to find out the full story of what's going on. I mean, there's a part of me that's extremely happy. I'm extremely happy if they're going to go ahead and even though I do like Force Awakens, we haven't done a video on that, which I do want to sit down and do. If they're going to go ahead and get rid of Last Jedi and they're going to get rid of Rise of Skywalker, I'm all for it. Go ahead, wipe those 2 things off the map. If Force Awakens gets caught up in that and taken out with it, I'm all for it. That's my reaction. What do you think about it?
Yeah, well, shoot. I mean, they have to do something. This would be, a big move by them if they're just going to erase it all. But let me get back into this article because there's
still more.
There's more important information that you should hear. So, and despite Kathleen Kennedy's hatred of the idea, Lucasfilm is preparing to render the sequel trilogy null and void. It's said that the events Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Skywalker will be removed from canon, isolated in their own alternate timeline, regarded as an Elseworlds-like installment under the label Star Wars Legends.
Oh, good. The ultimate slap in the face That's the ultimate slap in the face.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, basically he goes in saying making a Star Wars multiverse to be created, which isolates the Disney trilogy, being a part of a separate universe, not part of George Lucas's original Star Wars film.
Good.
Yeah, a massive reset incoming. So the Doom Clock continues to note detail can't be verified though, that there may be proof that's happening in The Rise of Skywalker. It's further noted that the plans are not set in place, as again, Kathleen Kennedy said to have hated the idea and said that doing everything she can to crush it, as if the plan comes to pass, everything that Kathleen Kennedy will or did with the sequel trilogy will be destroyed, tossed out, and declared obsolete. Well, it is obsolete. Your movies were trash.
At the end of the day, I mean, this is big news. This is big news.
Guardian involves the
Okay, well, anyways.
But yeah.
The thing of it is, I mean, this is huge news if it's true. My main concern is the fact that Kathleen Kennedy is still there, and they go ahead and they bring it up in that article that she's still trying to crush it. You need to fire her. You need to fire her. Those movies, okay, you know what? There might be a majority of people, or not a majority. There's probably a minority of people that like those films. Okay, go ahead. You can like those films and you can have those films. That's the reason why there is Legends. That's why there is Star Wars Legends. When Disney bought Star Wars from George Lucas, they took everything that was previously canon, post Return of the Jedi, and they put all that underneath Legends. So it didn't happen, but if you enjoyed it, if you liked it, you can still partake in it. And that's where these three movies belong. Now, personally, I thought Force Awakens was good. I watched it maybe about a month ago. I sat down and watched it, and I liked it. And I can rewind time mentally to when the movie came out. I thought it was a good starting point for this sequel trilogy, but these last two movies were pure trash. They need to be done away with. And if this is true, if what you're telling me, little bro, is true and accurate, I'm all for it. This is exactly what we need. We need this thing to be rebooted. I would like to talk about Brie Larson on a different video, because I do know that she has some ties to potentially being one of the characters that is coming to live action. So we can talk about that in a whole separate video. We can sit down and review that. But as far as this big chunk of news goes, what you just brought to me right now, it's huge. And I think that this is the way that Disney needs to go. Hopefully, I'm just hoping and I'm praying that it's not coming through at a time on a slow news day. That this isn't just something that they're doing to generate a little buzz, generate a little interest. I really hope that this is something that's going to get some footing going and be true. And give the fans what we want. Give the fans what we want. Disney, like, why is that so difficult? How is this woman having so much power, even though these movies have flopped, even though they've met so much backlash? Why does she have so much power and so much authority that it's costing you money? Disney's all about the bottom dollar. So why are they not making the right moves to go ahead and fix it? That's my question.
That's a question for Disney board of directors, man.
Well, if they're all about the money, hopefully they're doing the right thing. I mean, you know, you're sitting back and you're looking at the box office numbers, maybe with all these issues with the theaters being closed down and no money coming in that way from continuous movies. Maybe that's caused them to turn around and look back. I don't know. I don't know if your article has any other information on that. But, I mean, from what you just told me right now, that's a huge bombshell, but in the right direction. And I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping that it's true. We need to get some good quality content out there. They've been doing it with Clone Wars. Lil Bro and I have sat down and we reviewed the final season of Clone Wars. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, go check it out. We'll have a card pop up so you can go check that out. The thing is that, you know, their graphic novels are good. They've had some good novelizations. Now, I picked up actually you did too, Lil Bro, the Count Dooku novel. It was excellent. I'm going to get a review out to you guys on that. I haven't picked up anything since that novel, but they can put out quality content. We've talked about this time and time again, especially when we were talking about Clone Wars, but it's got to be in the hands of the right people. And Kathleen Kennedy, you're not the right person to be running this franchise. I mean, that's honestly how I view it. You're not the right one to be running this franchise.
Yeah. So. No, I mean, probably the bottom half of the article is just talks about changes to Emperor Palpatine, how he was not, how it stays. It's just a bunch of the storylines stayed original to George Lucas's ideas. That's most of it. But Ludybros fans, I'll have the link to the article posted in this video so you guys can all check it out. My thing, it needs to be done. I liked Force Awakens as well. I thought it was a good start off for their trilogy. The rest of the two, no, pretty awful in my opinion. Never really want to see. Well, I especially don't want to see Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker again. But yeah, Last Jedi. There's a lot of there's some good and some bad in that one, but it just doesn't. It's subpar to what we've been accustomed to over the years. Yeah, I want it all. I mean, that's what they did with Dragon Ball GT. Everybody hated it, even though I found some enjoyment in it. They made it an alternate reality collusion, and then we got Dragon Ball Super, which is what everyone liked. So that's what they need to do with this. Just
wipe it away.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah, Thanos snap it. Yeah. And the thing is that Disney gave themselves the perfect out, and I mean, it's like hindsight's always going to be 20/20. Disney gave themselves the perfect out when they bought Star Wars and then created the Legends umbrella and creating that space for content that fans may like, but they're not going to keep it in their direct canonical timeline. Now you can take this stuff that you put out, you can see, okay, well, maybe this actually wasn't what we thought it was going to be, and now you can just shoehorn it right there into the Legends material. People who like it can still enjoy it as much as they want, and for those of us that didn't like it, we can hopefully get the stories that we want and that we deserve. So I think that this is, hopefully my fingers are double crossed. I'm double crossing them over here, and I'm hoping that that's true. That this article right here is true. This is big news. And I mean, it brings a lot of stuff, to discuss. So it brings some attention back to Star Wars that we could sit down and talk about, for that. But, I just want to rewind time for Ludybros Army. Go back and check out. We have some very early vids that Lil Bro and I sat down and went over, talking about how we would fix episode 9, and we talked about our reaction to episode 9. There's some stuff there that is coming out here in this article, and it tells hey, we know what we're talking about. The Ludybros know what we're talking about when it's coming to this stuff, and the proof's right there. And that's the fact that I like about having this channel. The proof's right there. Now we can just point back to the video and, hey, this is what we were talking about a couple months ago. So hopefully, I'm hoping, Lil Bro, I'm hoping that what you got right there is going to turn out to be true.
Hey man, me too. Hey Jon Favreau, I hope you're winning this civil war that's going on over there.
Yeah,
supposedly, but I mean, as fans, all we can do is hope and pray and see that Star Wars falls within its rightful place again.
My thing is, to the powers that be at Disney, why is it a civil war even in the first place?
It's a good question.
Who is the one hiding behind the scenes who has the final authority and the final say to put an end to this whole matter?
Well, I thought it was this new CEO.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything since he was named CEO.
He hasn't done anything yet. And there's
Bob
various
Iger
channels.
stepped down. And that's who it really falls on. And that's why I was saying, I mean, it's been months now. Here we are going into July. The movie came out in December. She should have been fired. So my thing is that they don't want to face it. They don't want to face all these little social justice warriors. They're going to try and come to her aid, who don't really matter. In the end of the day, they don't really matter to you, because your box office numbers will be better if you have better content.
All you had to do was say, well, look, we had standards set for this type of movie. You didn't meet the box office numbers here. You didn't meet the ticket sales here, or whatever, like the numbers. Right. That's all you have to do, and say, well, I mean, thank you for trying and whatnot, but we're gonna have to go in a different direction.
Yeah. And you know what the thing is that everybody who can contribute to making this thing what it needs to be has so far said that they'd be willing to do it. We're talking about Dave Filoni's, Jon Favreau's, we're talking about George Lucas's, we're talking about Hayden Christensen's, we're talking about James Earl Jones, the voice of Darth Vader, is still around. We're talking about Ian McDermott, who, like Ludybros said in one of our previous videos, he feels like he just did them a solid by showing up to bail them out in this Rise of Skywalker. All these people are still around. Shoot, Samuel L. Jackson has wanted to get back on the screen to reprise his role as Mace Windu. So you have all these pieces are right here, and you got one name, Kathleen Kennedy, who keeps popping up, holding it all back, and that's the issue. That's the issue. So I mean, I'm over here getting heated over it because
you are, man. I'm feeling the dark side from you right now, man.
Oh, it's rising. It's rising in me. It's rising in me because you know what? For us to be held back. Why are we being held back? So hopefully.
Is she holding you back?
It's unfair. This is outrageous.
You know what? It is unfair because I can't believe one person can just hold this whole thing hostage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, why?
You're not making money. Like, that should be your first priority as head of Lucasfilm. Is your product making? Because that's what the point of the thing is.
Right, to make money. Yeah,
make money off of it. I mean, if you, and that's what we're trying to do, get subscribers to make great content for people. If you're not trying to make the best thing for people to watch, see, and want to buy, why are you even doing the same thing?
And the thing is, and then we're gonna let you guys get up out of here. But before we do that, hey, hit us up down in the comments below. Let us know what you guys think. This was groundbreaking news. Thank you, little bro, for bringing this to me. Letting me get I got to give you guys a live reaction to this news from little bro. But my thing is this, and then we're gonna let you guys go. Mandalorian has been a success. Clone Wars, this final season has been a success. I can speak to some of these novels and graphic novels that I've been picking up, and they've been successful. Kathleen Kennedy has nothing to do. No creative design, no creative control over any of the content that I just listed off. Okay? Let that sink into you guys. She has no control. She has no control over that stuff. And that's the stuff that's good. So I don't understand what is holding Disney back from getting rid of her, from cutting loose. Go ahead and shoehorn these three things into Legends. That way, those who enjoy it can still enjoy it and give us what we deserve as Star Wars fans. Give us what we deserve as Star Wars fans.
Okay, so that's what we rightfully deserve.
That's right, what we rightfully deserve. Hey, well, shoot, little bro, thank you for bringing that. Why don't you get us up out of here?
All right, hey, Ludybros Army, thank you for joining us again. Big news. Please hit us down in the comments below what you guys think. What should Disney do? Should they erase these 3 movies like that, like Thanos snapped the whole universe, or should they continue to corrupt and cesspool Star Wars today? If you guys are new to this channel, please please subscribe today. Ludybros Army keeps growing daily. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for future Star Wars content and the various content we have on the channel: NBA, Dragon Ball Super Card Game, Marvel Cinematic Universe, Batman Arkham series playthrough. I just finished Arkham Asylum. Arkham City is coming up. Please check those out if you guys have the time. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.